Hello guys and welcome back to another video. This is going to be an announcement video. I'm going to be joining two readathons which are being hosted in the month of April, and the first one is the readathon which is hosted by Ange from Beyond the Pages, and it is for Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. So I've already read 3 books by Thomas Hardy, which are The Return of the Native, which I loved, and Under the Greenwood Tree, which I finished yesterday, and The Mayor of Casterbridge. Far from the Madding Crowd is obviously one of his most famous books, and it isn't a very long book, so I wanted to read it, but since I already knew the story, I was a bit hesitant. But when I heard about the read along, I felt like it was the perfect time for me to pick this book up and read it with everyone. So I'm going to do that. She's also hosting a read along of East of Eden, I think, but I do not have a physical copy of that book, so I'm going to skip that one. And I'm just going to participate in the read along for Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. So it is the story about a woman called Bathsheba Everdeen, and then she has 3 suitors who are from very different backgrounds, and that is a pretty similar theme to Under the Greenwood Tree, in which there was also 1 female protagonist and 3 suitors, but hopefully this has something different about it. This edition by Wordsworth also has illustrations in it which are pretty cool, so I'm looking forward to reading this book in the month of April. And the next read along which I'm going to be a part of is hosted by Steve, and it is for the book Can You Forgive Her by Anthony Trollope. I've only read 1 book by Anthony Trollope, which was The Way We Live Now, and I loved that book so much, even though it was 800 or something pages long. And this book, Can You Forgive Her, is the first book in a series called the Palliser series, and I think some author, I'm not sure which one, called this book, joked about this book being so long that he called it Can You Finish It rather than Can You Forgive Her, because it is so long. It is almost 850 pages long. And this story is about a girl called Alice, and again she has 2 suitors and she has to decide between those 2. But this story is more than just about this girl and these 2 suitors, because obviously you cannot just write 850 pages about just this plot line. So I hope it has some other interesting stories or plot lines as well, and I'm excited to try more Anthony Trollope. I have been meaning to get a copy of The Warden so that I can start the Chronicles of Barsetshire, but I guess I'll be reading the Palliser series first. I'm going to be linking the 2 videos announcing the read-alongs down below, so you can check them out if you want to, and you can participate as well. Basically, Steve said that if we read 3 chapters a day of Can You Forgive Her, we can finish it in 1 month. So the chapters are not very long, so it is possible for a person to read 3 chapters per day. So I'm going to try and do that with Can You Forgive Her. So these are the 2 read-alongs I'm going to be participating in during the month of April, and I'm excited to do that and be an active member of the BookTube community. So wish me luck, and I'm going to see you all in my next video. Bye!